what I would normally always do is I always start with the domains. That's the easiest one. That's how HubSpot normally does it too. Domains is always the first one. The second one's always going to be, okay, company name. How accurate and how close are multiple different company names to each other? Because that's where you can get another one from. The third one we're going to then look at is, okay, where are they being created from? And then the fourth one that I would normally look at is saying, okay, now that we know and we've narrowed all of that down, where are all these companies coming from? Who's creating them? Is always a big question, and I don't think a lot of people have the answers for that. But the how are records being created is a really big indicator to show you where they're coming from. So if people are
Hmm.
manually creating them, normally they're first going to find the company, they're going to search for it, and it's probably not a duplicate. If things are being created through integrations, different apps being pushed over from your database that you guys have yourself, that's then the final step where I would say, okay, let's look at where these are actually coming from, and then let's take sample snippets of the data and start cross-referencing them just to see if we can basically find out another way of duplicates, and then work backwards from where that duplicate came from and see if we can replicate that problem with other ones. So
Hmm.
working backwards from, okay, now that we've cleaned up, let's say we have 700,000 records, we get it down to 500,000. Of those 500,000, let's do more of those examples where you try to find one of those duplicates and then say, okay, why is that occurring? And then if we can find out why it's occurring, then we should be able to find out where it's coming from, and then we can remap that to the other companies as well to see if we can restructure the same problem. And then
Hmm.
that's basically the final step of cleanup, I would say.